for room. I'm sure Taibu and Phil Simmons might have had a chat that if he does come on to bat in the early order, you've got to bowl close to his body. If you give him any room, he's going to hit you out of the ground. That's good stuff. That's well bowled. Keeping it really tight for Aftab Ahmed, who is an attacking player as well. Pushed on line, just holding its shape. Good piece of stuff from Mpofu.
Watching it like a hawk onto the bat. It's a good field that he's got here. And it's shot mid-off. Oh, he's played that marvelously well. Such of arrogance about it. That is gifted naturally, and he's played extremely well. Picking it up from mid and off, not an easy shot to play against the new ball.
Well, that's the way he plays Aftab, and he loves playing his strokes all over. This time just leaning onto that one and working it off his legs. A beautiful shot. The Asian part in the subcontinent parts, you could see a lot of Asian batsmen playing that kind of a stroke where the ball is not moving too much. Beautiful shot once it comes off. Tries to drive it, but straight to the fielder. It's important field placement from Taibu. That man, Hamilton Masakaza, standing right in front in a position where a deep mid, it is a very short mid-off. Right in front of the catching position, they need to have two persons inside the 15-yard circle. They've got the slip, they've got that very important field placement. This is good thinking.
Bit of hesitation, good fielding. Ahmed Secondary. Look at that timing. Looked like a forward defense. The ball was speeding once it made contact with the bat.
Lovely piece of timing from Aftab Ahmed. Beautiful effort, beautiful piece of fielding as well. Good cricket all round. Good shot. Excellent piece of fielding. Cutting off at least 3 runs to Ahmed Secondary at covers.
For 1.
प्रोड्यूसर साहब,
Oh, producer साहब,
अपना टैलेंट दिखा दे जावेद। माँ, मैं तुम्हें कब से ढूंढ रहा हूँ माँ। माँ,
क्यों प्लीज?
ओके ओके, मेरी लाइफ में 2 ही चीजें इंपॉर्टेंट हैं, एक है माँ, दूसरी है सिनेमा। पापा जी सुन रहे हो?
producer साहब,
प्लीज
कैश भूल जाओ, वीजा डेबिट कार्ड चलाओ, अपने बैंक अकाउंट का पावर दिखाओ।
वीजा पावर।
Zimbabwe winning a very good toss, not making good use of it. 198 is what they managed. Arnie Rod, he's got 84. There was a bit of excitement. Got a hurt in it. Did it carry? There was a bit of excitement, as I mentioned, and I could hear a faint little tickle in my earpiece.
I think that might have been inside. Oh, rough bottom edge. Didn't carry. Right coming from the bottom of Aftab Ahmed's bat. Not carrying on to the keeper.
He is looking to play shots. Aftab. Bowl extremely well, the Zimbabweans, if they had to come back into this match. With this fast outfield, you cannot afford to bowl loose balls. No margin for error on a pitch as this. It's what they need consistently. The length was good, the line was good. It's the combination of two that's so very important. You could bowl a good length and provide a little bit of width. It disappears to the boundary. Third and fourth ODIs. Good contribution. Those are the starts we're looking at. Convert them into big ones. Convert some of those into hundreds.
Yes, seeing what Payangara is doing is creating a little bit of doubt in his mind because the fielder is so close to him, which is straightish mid-off at catching, so he's not thinking to drive at it. Well bowled, making sure there's no room given to Aftab Ahmed. He likes to play his stroke when he comes on to bat. Made a very attractive 44 in the last game. So it's the room that Aftab Ahmed would be looking for, but there's no room given from Payangara. Bowling once again.
Not very good running on the part of Mohammad Rafiq. There was a single to be taken there. Aftab was the striker, he called for it. He's gone over the top. There's the infield and the boundary ropes. Terrific shot under the circumstances. Made it look so simple. Aftab Ahmed. What a player.
What a shot. There was a little bit of pressure created by Payangara, but take a look at this shot. Effortless. This is a beautiful shot. Did not try to hit it hard, just played through the line. Got the chance to free his arms and says thank you very much. Brings up a huge six.
Bowler, you feel terrible because there's nothing wrong with the delivery. Picking it up from a leg, hitting it on the rise. The transfer of body weight was very good indeed. First six of the innings for Bangladesh. The transfer of body weight and the follow through. Everything right about that shot. Not given. 5 overs gone. It's 24 for
Full of fun, oh my love, you're the one.
Creamy ginger ale, class and taste, all in one.
मराठास कभी अपनी जर्सी नहीं उतारते, सिर्फ दूसरों की उतारते.
Never dare to offend the Maratha pride. Watch hockey in an all-new avatar.
Mentos Maratha Warriors is brought to you by Mentos. Dimag ki batti jala de.
Koku will continue. Koku on 199. He's gone after it. For the first time in this innings, the ball was pitched outside the off stump. And in his half, Mohammad Rafiq's half, and he smashed it. They will get louder and louder. This is going to happen frequently, the crowd here.
It is a jam-packed crowd, and everybody has come here to witness history. This is the last game at the Bangamuni National Stadium, and look at that shot. Off the back foot, any room given by the bowler will be put over. Look at that shot. It's just crashed it towards the mid-wicket, mid-off, and between the cover region for 4.
Going after a Yorker as well. Just a little bit of it. Just hit the cricket ball really hard, Mohammad Rafiq. Just to 77. That's the match-winning effort as an opener. A good partnership with another batsman. Get to that in a moment. Will have problems if they're going to stray in line. Just to 77 for Mohammad Rafiq. I think they had a good partnership with another opening batsman. Do you remember the name?
I was lucky enough to be a part of that partnership, and I was lucky enough to be playing around with Mohammad Rafiq as an opening partnership. The partnership worth 137. That was our first win in One Day National. That was against Kenya. I thought he batted beautifully there.
To work one wonders, the Zimbabweans. They've got their options. The bowling options we've seen now already. Nkofu and Panyangara taking the new ball. And Kala goes medium pace. Kala coming into this game for Hondo. Good single, get it quite comfortably. But he's rotating strike well. The important thing for me is the spinners. They have Prosper Woodsley, the regular spinner, who's bowled extremely well. Barney Rogers, Brendan Taylor, Stuart Matsikaneri, Hamilton Masakadza have to depend a great deal on the spinners. Bowling second.
And they don't have any problem with Mr. Dots, Prosper Woodsley. And the problem with them is the other bowlers who need to come and bowl a decent line and length. Because it's not a very big score to defend. That's short and that's pulled. That's gone. That's another six. This time from the bat of Mohammad Rafiq.
$36 for 1.
Football's most fashionable player moved there. England's most prized striker transferred there. This season, this time, you found out why they want to say, Ole! Spanish football on Star Sports.
Spanish Football League is co-presented by Samsung X600, camera phone with integrated flash. And Pepsi, ये प्यास है बड़ी.
Will continue. Mohammad Rafiq is batting on 14, and look at this shot. He latches onto it very quickly, picks up the length, alright, and gets into very good position. This is a big ground here at the Bangabandhu, not easy to clear it, but he clears it by quite a distance. Great strike. 2 sixes already in this innings. Not fetching it from around the off stump, just outside off stump. Edged and wide of the man, it slipped. Runs coming. Fortunately, there for Aftab Ahmed, there was no second slip. Runs are runs. Doesn't matter how they come, as long as they come.
It's a good piece of bowling. I think it just died down while going away from the field and slipped. Not an easy chance to take, but Aftab Ahmed will take it. So runs coming thick and fast for Bangladesh, coming in boundaries. So a couple of sixes, couple of fours coming in quick time. Hamilton Masakadza and the slips.
Going at a good rate. The partnership worth 29 of 22 balls. 6.3 overs have been bowled. The run rate now 6.15. Could be in a hurry, but trying to make the good use of the first 15 overs. Try and get as many as you can. And also with the new ball, the ball does come on. The bat a lot better. Have to bowl extremely well to pick up some wickets. Prosper Woodsley, funny picture a little while earlier.
The run rate is 6.4 in overs for Bangladesh. So now we're sitting pretty at 40 for 1. But the amount of shots that both these batsmen have played, they're not really concentrating on singles. I mean, look at the crowd. I mean, it gets the crowd on its feet when you score those sixes and those boundaries. But you really don't need to play to the crowd. You need to understand the fact that this is the final. Whoever wins this wins the series. It's important for these two batsmen to take it easy as well at times. It is an electrifying atmosphere. That's the way it should be. Picking up singles as well. The boundaries will come, but I think they need to just keep on rotating their strike. There is a left-hand, right-hand combination out there. So the moment you pick up a single, the bowler has to adjust his line.
does get a little difficult for the bowler to adjust to the climate. There's a partnership building and they keep picking up singles regularly. And also this outfield, lightning fast. So once you find the gap, you're going to get a boundary. Crowd's expecting something. And Rafiq is on strike. On 14 of 13 balls. He's gone over the top. He's made good contact once again. And he's cleared it by quite a distance. Rafiq is there to enjoy himself and entertain the crowd. That's a beauty.
Oh, you little beauty. Bangladesh is on fire, so is the crowd. They enjoy seeing Mohammad Rafiq, especially to come in and hit a few big ones. And look at this shot. Bang, not enough room. I think it did not even go back off the back, but just kind of stood and delivered. And what a shot. Looked like a top edge, but look at the way it goes. Over the boundary. Cleared it by quite a distance. What a shot.
7 overs gone, 47 for 1. Changing bowling, Alton Chikumbura into the attack. 20th match, 58 wickets. Economy rate 7.31. It's very much on the higher side. It's been entertaining in the last half hour. Let's take it through the next half hour. It's going to be Komi Ambangwa, but first Arun Lal.
Well, that's another one. It's raining sixes here. Just take a look at the crowd. Sexy shot. Wow, that's one way of describing that. That's a long shot as well.
It's just what the crowd have come to see. They are so excited by this. Chikumbura drags it down, and it's a good wicket. You're bowling to a good batter as well, and Aftab Ahmed, he helps it on its way. It goes a long way back. Is sure it's gone when he hits it. It's 6 more. Oh, they're not going to stop, I tell you. They love to play to the crowd, and the crowd absolutely love it. It's just boundaries all over the place. Look at the cheering in the crowd. These are quality shots. They're looking to hit sixes. That's what they want to do, just knock the stuffing out of Zimbabwe. And at present, they're doing a very good job of it. He's laid into that. He really has. When you get 2 boundaries hit off your first 2 balls, I tell you what, it unsettles you. As a batsman, it gives you so much confidence. Both Rafiq and Ahmed are looking confident and looking good.
Single. He's coming back for the second. That's good running. That's good cricket. This youngster has got a future, that's for sure. Aftab Ahmed. One hooked 6, and then the lofted cover drive, and now just a deft touch, playing it slightly to the left of the fielder point, coming back to 2. He's also a terrific athlete.
That shot there is a good one. It's not in the zone for him to have a big wild swing at, so he just gets behind the line and guides it down to 3rd man.
In the air again, but he's a little lucky. He's gone a little wide. More than luck, it's the placement. 4 more. Brings on the 50 partnership. Bangladesh are on fire, and so is the stadium. They're rocking. You get the feeling that the entire stadium is rocking. They're all moving. Every one of them is on the move.
$45,000 seats here, and I tell you what, they're all on their feet, standing on their seats, because they're absolutely loving what's happening out there.
He's gone over the top again, and is it another 6? He's connected well. 1 bounce and out of the ground. 20 from the over. 1 and over. 1 more ball to come yet. Every time Rafiq comes to him and tells him to steady it, youngster steady it, but he's having none of it. Up to 37 of 23 balls.
What an innings. It's a slower ball. Chikumbura trying to make sure he does him in the flight or with The lack of pace, he's having none of it up top. Just swats it back over his head. He's hit it really well. One bounce, two bounces, and over the fence. What's Chikumbura going to do for this last ball?
He's gone through again. This is just magnificent. How do you describe that over? 24 runs from that over. Aftab goes on to 41 from 24. The most runs scored by a Bangladeshi in an over. Another record. 71 for one Bangladesh.
하이나, 뭐야, 이렇게 안에 있는 거야, 뭔데? 이렇게 비싸게 오면 하이나는 확 마였고! 내게 대고 해요, 안녕히 주네 대고 해요,
Sony DVD World makes it easy.
Well, 71 for one. Aftab Ahmed, 41 of 24. He's just killing this game. Well, would you believe it, a dot ball?
Arun, who said this chasing was a difficult prospect? Have a look at these shots played. That was the last of them. Just gave himself a bit of room, stood up over it, and just caned it through the offside. He's played some wonderful shots here, Aftab Ahmed. I reckon he is the complete player, comparing him to all the others in the Bangladesh team.
Rafiq wanting to go over the top again. There's no stopping these two. Well, as long as it's going their way, everybody will be very happy because they're killing the game. One way of getting sometimes these low totals can be a handful because you don't really know what to do. The instructions are occupy the crease, hang in there, back 50 overs, you'll win. But here they've really got a different approach to things. They want to finish it in 15.
Dav Watmore will just be sitting there not knowing what to do. Have a look at that face. He's not sure what message to send out there. What can you say? They're smashing it.
And it's 4 again. A little bit of room. Rafiq is going after every delivery. It was a no ball, but that didn't matter to him. He's going for every delivery. The fact that they're hitting it so hard, really the rest of the field in the 30 yards is irrelevant.
They're both clean strikers of the ball. He's looking to hit this back over his head. But it doesn't matter where it goes. Like you say, Arun, hitting it so hard. It's finding the gap and going off to the boundary. Every time it lands within the boundary, you're quite happy really, because the way they're swinging, you think they'd be hitting sixes every time. Here we go again.
Another swing and a miss, a slow delivery. Didn't quite carry to the keeper. But Rafiq, he's swinging at everything.
Some words exchanged there. Panyangara unhappy with what's going on, and understandable. Tries a slow ball here. Rafiq has a big swing at it. And at the top of his follow-through, Tinashe Panyangara goes and just has a little bit of a word. No word. He's looking at where he's trying to hit it. Tell you what, don't get it wrong this ball, because that's where it's going, where he was looking. Rafiq holds nothing back.
It's a deep cover, the deep third man. He wanted to go over mid-wicket this time, Rafiq. Not making contact in the last couple of deliveries, that doesn't matter. I think Aftab has had a word with him. Fancy Aftab telling him to pull it.
It's 2 slow balls in a row. Both have done. The batsman, all that was missing is that it wasn't quite straight enough and didn't hit the stumps. Maybe trying to calm each other down, but it really is the pot calling the kettle black. One saying calm down when he's on strike, and then when he gets on strike having a wild swing as well.
Well bowled. So it's really really the slog overs. This is the shots played by Aftab. Magnificent. This was the pull for 6, and then over covers. Great follow through the back, and then the flick onto the onside for 4. Finally, this was a terrific hit. And then this, he charging, going down the track for the last shot that he played. 24 runs, and that's the new record. So you either have to bowl slower deliveries, or you've got to bowl them in the block hole. Because everything else is just disappearing. Bowled. So that's a good over, just 5 off it. Good comeback. 9 overs gone, 76 for 1 Bangladesh.
Join us.
क्या याहूम लग रहे हो तुम लोग? डिनर के बाद क्या पिक्चर चलने का? आप ठीक 9 से 12
डायलॉग
एक कान के नीचे बजाओगे एक। ओए क्या पिक्चर की 5 टिकट लेके चल सब दिल सर। That's what you know. प्रेशर होते हैं डर नहीं क्या बात?
कैश भूल जाओ, वीजा डेबिट कार्ड चलाओ, अपने बैंक अकाउंट का पावर दिखाओ। वीजा पावर।
That's Aftab Ahmed's wagon wheel. Now, if ever there was a wagon wheel, those folks are equidistant. That's one hell of a wagon wheel.
It's a complete wheel. All the spokes. A couple of broken ones there. They probably spoil it. Those singles and the 2. But it's going very well. 41 of 24 balls. Zimbabwe have to keep believing that if they get wickets, that's how they'll win the game. And I think they should change the pace.
They've changed the bowling. They've got to vary the pace. But I reckon they would be contemplating getting on a spinner just to check things around and not give so much pace to Aftab Ahmed. But he does seem to be a lot calmer, Aftab Ahmed. Ethan Kala, 22 wickets for him. Best of 3 for 12. An economy rate just about 6. And he's also taken quite a pumping in his career. Giving him the charge again. Just changing his mind because he didn't have it in the slot.
Important for the Zimbabweans to keep a hold of their emotions here. It's easy to get emotional and look at this ball. Straight, up, charging, giving himself room, but Kala just remaining. Good line and a good length, asking him to play shots off good balls. That's all you can do as the bowler. Bowl a good ball, ask the batsman to play that.
That'll just be one. Suddenly sanity returning.
Was one to ask why the order would have been changed and so forth. Rafiq would have been the man you'd have picked to say he's been put in to go and up the ante, hit the opening bowlers off their length and their line and get Bangladesh off to a good start. He's done that. It's a good effect. He's scoring at 114 runs per 100 balls. Look at that over. Alton Chikumbura just bowled 1 over, went for 24. Taken out the attack, courtesy of Aftab Ahmed, who is not supposed to be the pinch hitter. He's coming at 3 and would be the more sane of the batters.
It's a bit wide. The field set for Mohammad Rafiq. A long off and a deep third man. There's no fine leg, there's no square leg. Can't afford to pitch down the leg side. Take a look at the leg side field. Just got to put bat to ball and you get 4. He's got to be careful. He's got to pitch it outside that off stump. Wide again, but Rafiq would be slightly disappointed. He doesn't have to go hammer and tongs at it. All he has to do is just put bat to ball, flick it onto the onside and you get 4. There's no cover in the deep on the onside.
Gallagher is trying to make sure that the ball stays on the body. So he's trying to give absolutely no room. But the ball's swinging and swinging down the leg side. He's starting it just too much on leg stump. Needs to start it on about middle and leg. And get it on a good link.
I think you probably have to pitch it off and thereabouts because there's really nothing happening on the onside for him. But you may be right, Rafiq. If they want to tuck Rafiq in on the leg stump, not give him room to free his shoulders, then they've got to have more cover for him on the onside. Currently, they're defending his strength, which is outside the off stump, and bowling to the leg stump. Bit of a dichotomy there. So far. Wants to keep it just 3 runs this over so far. 2 of them are wide.
I was saying that I thought Zimbabwe should change the pace. Tatenda Taibu will be thinking about that. Kanyangara pulled a good over, his last over. Gala finishing off what would be a good over should there be no more runs conceded. Spinners is what Taibu will be thinking about.
In the air, there's no fielder in the deep, and even if there were, he would have been irrelevant. These are huge hits, way back, about 90 yards. That's 6. Wonderful hit. That's the 5th, 6th of the inning. It's 85 for 1.
When it comes to giants, nothing gets bigger. Experience the rush as the top teams in the world, Australia, Pakistan and West Indies, clash against each other to claim the VV Series. Live on Star Sports.
This cricket broadcast is presented to you by New Lake Chart Street, a पहली बार chips पे चाट का मजा. In association with MetLife, अपनी जिंदगी में पाइए MetLife का साथ.
Well, the drums are out. Zimbabwe taking a beating at the moment.
That's a great shot. It's not quite been there to pull, but he's known that the 3 fielders on the onside are in the circle, so it doesn't actually matter where he hits it. Just has to get it past them. He does. He goes one better. Hits it right at the park. And Gala not happy. He walks along to the bowler, to the batsman, and has a word with him at the end of his over. Just gives him a piece of his mind, but Rafiq won't mind at all. He'll just keep playing the shots. That is why that I think that Tatenda Taibu's got to try his spinners. Let them take the pace off the ball and let the batsman try and make all the pace and try and hit it out the park.
Wanted one, he probably had it there. There's really no need to take singles when you can hit 6s. I tell you, and if you, the viewers watching, think that this is a small ground, think again. This is a huge ground. I reckon it's about 80 yards plus, and the 6s that are being hit are way in excess of that 80-yard line. There's nothing close about them.
It's jam-packed here as well, and crowds come to see 6s, so they've been well entertained.
This time they take it with ease. Aftab now doing it right. He's got a great start. Just giving it to Rafiq to take the chances now. He's content with the ones.
He's a complete player. Plays shots all around the ground. And is well capable of playing them. Just needs to look to play a lot straighter when the ball's on the stumps. And look to have somewhat an idea as to what balls are dangerous and could get him out. Other than that, he's a good player. Talking about the change of pace, Tinashe Panyangara bowling 2 variations of slower balls. On the left-hand side, he's bowling the off-spin version, and on the right-hand side, going the other way, the leg-spin version. Good seam. He's not worried about the seam, right? He just wants to take the pace off the ball.
maybe the slower delivery. Falling over Kanangara. Take a look at this for entertainment. These are all the sixes that have been hit. This was really classy. This was the class above. And then the pull by Rafiq, which also went miles. This I thought was a miss hit, but it carried over extra.
Everyone in here thought it was a miss hit. But it certainly wasn't. Went a long way. Then the big over. Look at that as well. Both batsmen in on the act, just hitting the ball a long way. Like you said, it's incredible because these are big boundaries.
Again in the air, but they've got cover there for him. That's his strength, the cover area. And they've got it covered.
Mohammad Rafiq being the man who would hit balls further than anyone. He's playing second fiddle here. 31 off 26. There's a lot of runs in anybody's book, and it's in quick time. But 3 off 29. After this partnership is going incredibly. The last 5 overs, 12.2 to the over.
In the air, but he just kills that fielder. Comes back for the second on top. Zimbabwe really need a breakthrough. On top needs to settle down. He's got a start. He's got the game almost in control. Just needs to bat another 10 overs on top. Really no percentage in this shot. Slightly short. He's playing it with a straightish bat and whipping it over mid-wicket. Just over mid-wicket though.
He's so confident in his ability. He's not worried at all about what's going to happen on the wicket. Just decides to play a shot and goes ahead and does it. He seems to feel that he can play a shot on every ball.
Good over that from Zimbabwe's perspective. Is still searching for a wicket. 4 from it, 89 for 1.
Join us.
क्या हूँ लग रहे हैं तुम लोग? डिनर के बाद क्या पिक्चर चलने का क्या? आप चेक नो दे मारा।
डायलॉग।
एक कान के नीचे बजाओगे एक? ओए क्या? पिक्चर की 5 टिकट लेके आ। चल। सर बिल सर। That's what you know. प्रेशर होते हैं। हमें डर नहीं क्या बात?
कैश भूल जाओ, वीजा डेबिट कार्ड चलाओ, अपने बैंक अकाउंट का पावर दिखाओ। वीजा पावर।
Take a look at the bowling. It's taken a pounding. Kanangara, 6 overs, 32, 1 wicket, 3 overs, 24, Poku, 1 over 24, Chikumbura. That was the over. Kala's gone for 9 in his first. Bowling a lot straighter now. But I can't help get the feeling that they're trying to organize both sides as far as Rafiq is concerned. They've got 2 fielders in the deep. One is third man, and the other is at long off. That's the offside field. Only 2 allowed outside 30 yards. That's third man and a long off at the top. And the onside field has got 4 players in there, all saving 1 and 1 catching. They're attacking Rafiq on his leg stump. Could be fraught with danger. Stifled appeal. Definitely missing leg stump, or maybe just pitching outside leg.
See, yeah, it's pitching a long way outside leg. They start to go, the Zimbabweans. And Carlos stops himself appealing. He knows it's outside leg.
But this is what I mean. He's attacking his leg stump. And that's easy runs. All he has to do is just flick it over the infield. So somewhere, something's going awry in this strategy. Was that a chance? It was. It was, and that can be close if he... Well, he almost hit Nkala on that throw.
Well, that really was. It could have been a double play as well, because there were shouts of catch it. He jumped up, couldn't quite get it because his momentum's taking him the other way. He just sort of gets a finger that you can't tell from that picture, but look where Aftab is. He holds his head because that could have gone onto the stumps, and had it gone onto the stumps, he'd have been out. But then he has to take evasive action. He's lying on the ground, busy thinking about the chance. and Mpofu runs across and going for the run out. Nearly knocks Nkala out. Fun and games all round. Bangladesh right on top here.
Oh, that was in the air, but absolutely no chance there for Brendan Taylor. For a moment I thought he might have just hit it straight to him. But that's got him 4 and it takes him on to 49.
Shouts of catch it. Look at that change room. They're all just sitting there. They have no idea what's going to happen next. They're loving what they're seeing. But have a look at this shot. It is absolutely smashed. It's not gone too far to the right of Brendan Taylor, but he's had absolutely no time to react. By the time he has reacted, it's gone way past him.
Well, there's some shadow practice there for Aftab. That was probably the last thing on his mind, the forward defensive shot. Take a look at the boundary again. It was pretty close to that fielder who's in on the 15-yard line, Brendan Taylor, but he didn't move. And I suspect if it was straighter, he would have taken his block off. And that brings on Aftab's 50. 50 in 33 deliveries. Second fastest 50 ever for Bangladesh. And what a time to get it. And he's thanking the heavens for it. Bangladesh are really sitting pretty.
The crowd have been treated to some magnificent batting. Fabulous shots played, powerful, pretty. You can think of so many adjectives to describe them. What he has done, though, is put Bangladesh in a very good position.
Has gone through as well. He'll come back for the second, I suspect. Yes, indeed. 8 runs of the over. 12 gone. It's 99 for 1 Bangladesh.
यूएफए कप में एक शानदार मुकाबला होगा।
शोएब अख्तर के बॉलिंग एक्शन को लेकर आईसीसी से शिकायत की है।
पार्थिव पटेल अब बिग फ्यूचर है।
फरारी की स्पेनिश ट्रॉफी को लेकर तैयारी और
खेल की जुबान, खेल की धड़कन, स्पोर्ट्स लाइन। स्पोर्ट्स लाइन is presented by Pepsi. ये प्यास है बड़ी। In association with new LG Flatron ballot with GoldenEye in 2000 watts of pure sound.
It's actually 97 for 1. Bangladesh in a very strong position. And to tell you about it, Azhar Ali Khan and with him Ravi Shastri.
Thank you, Arun. It's a rollicking start here by Bangladesh. And what entertainment for this packed house here today. Home crowd. It's another day of Hortal, and you can see there Bangladesh, that worm has taken off. Oh, that's 4. Neatly played. That's a very clever shot. It always looked intentional. 100 comes up number 3 for the home team.
What a way to get on to the 100 for partnership. Beg your pardon, it's 101 for 1. The fastest 100 for Bangladesh. These two batsmen, after just playing it intentionally, opening the face of the bat, playing it late, knowing that there's no slip there. Smart, cheeky shot. Fetches him another 4. It's 8-4. He already has 2 sixes added to his score. Both these batsmen have set the Bangladesh Stadium on fire. It's interesting to note that Sachin Taibu has not used any of the spinners.
Yes, that's a good point, Arthur. I think he's got to try and change something out there. There's a sameness to the attack. He's got to try and see that if someone can slow things up. And Prosper Utsaya, who's bowled so well in this one-day series, well, he might not put the brakes, but he's well worth a try, especially seeing the way things are going at the moment. 103 for 1, just 12.1 overs. ever you want to make a statement and win a one-day series from being 2-0 down, this is the way to do it. It's an emphatic statement. It's a dominated play today, the home team. Ah, what a start. It's Rafiq on strike. Bang, he goes through the onside, another boundary. There is no problems here. Either Rafiq or Kaab, and the crowd are loving this. This is when you say they've got their money's worth. It's a paisa wasool show by Bangladesh.
What a shot off the legs. Look at that shot. No real effort. It was a slow delivery, but he picked it very early. Big open spaces. Rafiq just helping him to another boundary. Yes, this is all coming in. The decider. Bangladesh were 2 down, came back, won the third one, won the fourth one, and they're doing a great job. And it looks like Bangladesh will eventually go on to win the decider unless a miracle happens for Zimbabwe. He's now coming round the wicket. The point I was making earlier, Ravi, was you see your pace bowler being belted all over the park. You must take your chances and must grab your spinner to come and bowl. We all know that how well Prosper Utsa has bowled throughout the tour. And I'm sure Tetendra Tagore would have loved to give him a ball. And son, come on, can you do the trick? 1 wicket, or if not 2, would have done something different for Zimbabwe.
Yes, After Ali Khan says Bangladesh on fire. I tell you what, the commentary box has been on fire for a while. The producer has just asked for some cold towels to cool Mr. A.A. Khan down. Once it beats the infield, it's runs for the taking. But just the way they've played, they've come out positive. Aftab Ahmed, what a gem of an innings he's playing. And what a find he is for Bangladesh, just 20 years of age. He's a tremendous talent, easily the fielder of the series for me. He's got plenty of natural ability. All the shots in the book, you can see a terrific straight six, pulls and cuts and drives. He's even been delicate when he's opened the face of the blade and run the ball down to third man.
Only once that a team which is 2 down in a series has come back and won it from there. That's how Mohammad Rafiq got his runs. Very strong on the offside. Did play quite a few pulls, 16 runs coming in behind on the leg side. He's done well. I think he's batted well. He's moved on to very quickly to 39 of just 32 deliveries with 3 4s and 3 very big sixes. This is the highest partnership, second wicket partnership ever for Bangladesh. Just 3 runs away from 100 to get the century in stand.
It's only Panyangara who has exercised some control. Having said that, even he's going at 6 runs per over, but the reason why he's been allowed to do that is he's thought about it. He's used the slower ball to good effect. He's mixed it up. 91 required to win a famous series here. The first series win for Bangladesh this will be. Aftab will keep the strike. 12 of the over. 109 for 1.
प्रोड्यूसर साहब
अपना टैलेंट दिखा दे जावेद।
माँ, मैं तुम्हें कब से ढूंढ रहा हूँ माँ।
माँ
ओके ओके, मेरी लाइफ में 2 ही चीजें इंपॉर्टेंट हैं, एक है माँ, दूसरी है सिनेमा। पापा जी सुन रहे हो?
प्रोड्यूसर साहब प्लीज
कैश भूल जाओ, वीजा डेबिट कार्ड चलाओ, अपने बैंक अकाउंट का पावर दिखाओ।
वीजा पावर।
44 balls for the plus 52nd one, even quicker. 44. 24 runs coming up this one over. Getting those runs. He's on strike. And Kala continuing.
And still no sign of spin. It's difficult for me to understand the fact that this is the decider, because the Taibu has to know that he just can't lay back. He has to come out and do something different, pick up a wicket. Other options, Barney Rogers, who can also bowl. I guess he must bring his spin around to do something different. If the game is already going away from them, it's still under 15 overs in his 14th over. And nothing, do not take anything away from the batsman. That's a cracking shot, and he's done it on a regular basis. What a beautiful shot. Brings up the friendship partnership. Effortless.
Well, the beauty about his batting is there's nothing predetermined. He's got all the shots in the book. If the ball is up, he's driven it through the offside like this last one. If it's short, he's pulled or hooked it. And really, he's looked in total comfort, whether he's playing off front or back foot, and on either side of the wicket. Very good talent, this. He's doing it easily. You see the time he has to play as well. And when you see such kind of talent, Aftab, Ashraful, Rajan Saleh, who's not playing today, Nafiz Iqbal, all 20, 21 years of age, I think it augurs well for the future. Plus, on this tour, there's Mushrafi Murtaza, who's come along. Inamul Haq Jr. who's played. Rafiq is there, not only contributing with the bat, he's bowled well in this series. There is a nucleus of a very good team in the making. Really, what is most impressive for me, is the way they've handled the pressure. 2-0 down, it's not easy to bounce back from there and then go on to win a series, especially when you're playing at home. The expectations are high, people want you to do well. Sometimes it weighs you down. Obviously, Dave Watmore would have spoken to his boys, given them the self-belief that they can still do it. And this will be the end of a good season for him, if they can finish off what they've started here.
Yes, I think it's important for Habibul Bashar as well. You mentioned Dave Watmore. I think you've got to give credit to Habibul Bashar and his players as well, because they were chewed down, as you said, and it's not easy for them to come back. They've got to take one match at a time, and I think he's led from the front and he's kept the team together and put the self-belief in. I'm sure Dave Watmore, in correlation with Habibul Bashar, have done the trick. And it is not too often, or it's not too many times, that Bangladesh go in a position like this, that they have a chance to win a Test series and an ODI series at the same time.
It's the first time. And for starters, what Bashar did well was to practice with the coin and win some tosses. That made a difference. 1-1-4 for one.
Football's most fashionable player moves there. England's most prized striker transferred there. This season, it's time you found out why they want to say, Ole! Spanish football on Star Sports.
और इसी के साथ अभय देओल ने अपना चश्मा फेंका, वो रस्सी पार कर चुके और ये क्या, वो डांस कर रहे हैं, ये दाया, ही डांसिंग इन द मिडल ऑफ द रोड इन स्लो मोशन. वी रियलाइज दिस इज नो ऑर्डिनरी.
आयशा के इंटरव्यू उन्होंने डांसर को देखा, आंखों में चमक है, क्या वो भी हजारों की तरह ड्रीम जॉब हर्षा की खोज का सपना देख रही हैं, और ये स्माइल करने की कोशिश मगर शर्मा गई, नाकाम रही, और इसी बीच आयशा की दूसरी कोशिश होपफुल रही.
So watch out for those who are competing to live their dream.
और हर्षा की खोज ओनली ऑन ESPN.
Close Up Dream Job. Harsha Ki Khoj is brought to you by Close Up Dream Job. Do you have it in you to be the next Harsha? And ICICI Bank. हम है ना.
top 3 reasons why you should watch Football Crazy.
Famous. No,
Check it out. What are you waiting for? ESPN Star Sports
Every Thursday.
It's Football Crazy.
Football Crazy is presented by Nokia. In association with Asian Paints Exteriors, बाहरी दीवारों को रखे टाइम प्रूफ.
Relive the dramatic moments in Hits. Wednesday on ESPN.
Hits is brought to you by Haynes Undergarments. No scratchy labels. Haynes Original Tagless Comfort.
The NBA is at full throttle with superb passes, strong defense, and great slam dunks. For the teams, every game is a determining battle as they push to secure a place in the playoffs. The NBA, live on ESPN.
Terrific start by Bangladesh. The target for them 199. They've already reached 114 for 1. Blazed away to that first 100. What a partnership this is. Rafiq 39, Aftab 61. Has been a gem of an innings from young Aftab Ahmed. Just 4 bowlers used. Everyone's taken a pounding. Have a look at Chigumbara. 1 over, he went for 24 runs. Aftab taking him to the cleaners. And a flurry of sixes. Oh, look at this, how easy was that? He made it look easy. Little man hits the ball a long way. Then Rafiq got into the act as well. The ball was going in every direction. At one point of time, Taibu would have thought he needed about 20 fielders there. They're starting off the drinks. What a period of play that was for half an hour or so. Sixes galore. Even top edges were disappearing. Well, he's still there. 61.
This series is going to do a world of good to Bangladesh players. I can tell you that. This will install the self-belief. Their confidence will be higher, and once you get into the habit of winning, you're a different player. You're a different team altogether. It's the consistency that has impressed me on this tour.
Oh, he's got that fine again. That's again well played. Second time in 3 overs he's done that. He knows exactly where third man is. It is too square. And at the very last moment, it's not that he's pushing out at the ball. He allows the ball to come onto the bat. And look how late he plays it. Intentional, deliberate, well executed.
Yes, and making sure that once you play that kind of shot, the third man is quite wide. Anything finer would go over to reach the boundary. And he's done it intentionally. I think the crowd is getting their money worth by coming in on a day which is a Hartal day here, and the last game at the Bangamunda National Stadium, and what a way to finish it off with. Bangladesh finishes off in style. Another single. It has been a very good batting display from the bat of Aftab Ahmed, the youngster, and also the experienced campaigner Mohammad Rafiq. Both these batsmen, once they got in, the wicket, as I mentioned earlier, that the wicket has been very, very good. And it's still a surprise to me that Taibu has kept his medium pacers on. They had to do something different. They had to pick up an early wicket, 1 or 2 wickets. But the pace bowlers have done basically nothing. They've just given away runs. They've been trashed, hit all over the park, and still no signs of spinner. Now what's going on in Chatendra Taibu's mind? It might be just a little bit too late to bring on a spinner now, because they've already added a number of runs. Bangladesh 190 for 1 now.
Down the track comes Rafiq. He's edging to hit over the top. He knows this is the last over when the fielding restrictions will apply. And then the 15th over now, 2 balls is got. 9 Panangara has bowled to him rather than length. He's either been full or he's mixed it up by bowling the slow delivery. I'm sure Rafiq is expecting it. He's expecting a slow ball now. You see he's been bowling a full length most of the time to the batsman out there. He had the opportunity. Once again the attempted Yorker.
That's a good length. Not giving any opportunity for Rafiq to free his arm. Pitching it up and cramping him for room. Still Rafiq looking for the big shots. This is the last over when the restrictions do come to an end. That's good. Big inside edge could have easily gone on to hit the stump. But luckily enough, it just hit the pads. Shooting off the pad. The last delivery so far has been a good over for Payangara. Just 5 runs coming off.
$15 gone, 119 for 1.
Football's most fashionable player moved there. England's most prized striker transferred there. This season, this time, you found out why they want to say, Ole! Spanish football on Star Sports.
Spanish Football League is co-presented by Pepsi. Ye प्यास hai badi. And Samsung X600 camera phone with integrated flash.
Just 80 to win. Plenty of overs remaining. 15 overs have been bowled, and the top man introduced to the attack. Now, how is he going to go today? It's not going to be easy for him. 8 wickets, very good economy rate. He's bowled well in this one-day series. He's up against 2 batsmen on fire. He's a clever bowler. A little man, he varies his flight nicely. Just the single. Rafiq, he will not be able to hold himself back against the spinners. Whether he's hitting against the spin, it doesn't matter. How is Saya going to bowl to him? Fielders are disappearing everywhere. 3 on the boundary on the onside.
I think we'll just take a look for a few deliveries and then we'll probably try a big shot. Mohammad Rafiq solidly on 39. See, the moment he comes in, he gives a different perspective to the Zimbabwean bowling attack. He bowled 3 deliveries and he's just gone away for 1 run. That's 4. That's beautifully played. It was there for the taking, a nice sweep from Mohammad Rafiq, playing it much finer. There is a short fine leg, but if you take a look at that shot, he played it late and fine.
I think he's too square, that man at fine leg. It allows Rafiq to just use the pace. He knows that Saya will be bowling a full length most of the time. round the corner. Didn't have to do much. Oh. Tidy start. 5 off his first over. 124 for 1.
Test your football knowledge in the ultimate quiz and stand a chance to win an all-expense-paid trip to Singapore and other attractive prizes. SMS KICK to 8243 now.
$124 for 1. One huge over there. 24 runs coming off it. Rogers introduced into the attack. So spin at both ends now. So it's pretty clear that what Taibu was waiting for was 15 overs to be bowled. But I think he's waited too long. The spinner should have been on by the 8th or 9th over, just after seeing the pounding the faster bowlers were getting. So I think tactically that's a big error.
Yes, I think that might be one of the mistakes that Sachin Taibu has made, and it might just cost him a big one, because this is the series decider. Even though they only scored 198, Zimbabwe, but you can still pick up a quick wickets and put a little bit of pressure back onto the Bangladeshis, but they did not do that. 43, Aftab, his highest ODI score, 6, has moved on to 68. Bangladesh has cruised along, has moved along to 125 for 1 in just 16.2 overs. And if you look at the run rate, it's 7.65. But people would think, the ones who've not seen the game, that there might have been a little bit of slog going on here. Not a single shot was a slog by the batsman. Every shot was played from the middle of the bat, few top edges. They didn't slog their way out. Some really good cricketing shots. Just suggests that this is such a good batting wicket. And the moment the spinners comes on, as you mentioned, and I've been saying it over and over again, that he has left it a little bit too late.
Gets that fine too. Again a boundary. He's playing that shot well, Mohammad Rafiq. And again a boundary that'll end the over. 129 for 1.
When it comes to giants, nothing gets bigger. Experience the rush as the top teams in the world, Australia, Pakistan and West Indies, clash against each other to claim the VD series. Live on Star Sports.
This cricket broadcast is presented to you by New Late Chart Street, a pehli baar chips pe chaat ka maza. In association with Hutch.
129 for 1. There's 62 dot balls. Have a look at the sixes and boundaries. 17 fours, 5 sixes. Now this is the last of those boundaries.
With the paddle sweep coming into play once again from the bat of Mohammad Rafiq. Just needed to help. It's on its way to the boundary. Just paddling it up finer. It's possible going to Aftab Ahmed. He shows good composure as well. Aftab Ahmed, we've seen some absolutely extravagant shots from the bat of Aftab Ahmed. He's got this flamboyance about him that he really doesn't care. Once too many often that he shows good technique, good defensive mold as well. Definitely maturing as he keeps on playing more and more games for Bangladesh. And he's got himself out a couple of times when he looked very good. Not today. He understands the fact that once you're set, you can't throw it away. That's good cricket. The spinners have come on. After what all he has done is just pushing it, playing it along with the turn and just pushing it towards the mid-on and mid-off region, picking up the single and giving the strike to the senior partner, Mohammad Rafiq, who is just away from scoring a second 50 if he goes on to score another 3 runs. That would be his second. The first one coming way back when Bangladesh won the first one-day national against Kenya. He scored 77. The number on his shirt is 77 as well. So there was a lot of sevens going for Rafiq.
Oh, that's well played. This time to the other side of the man at short fine. 50 for Mohammad Rafiq. And a big cheer from the crowd. He's playing well. He's batted well today. Very rarely you'll see a game where he's not played his part. He's a really terrific servant for Bangladesh cricket over the years.
He's such an important part. He forms the nucleus of the team for Bangladesh. This time around, the full toss helping its way to the right side of the fielder, which is fielding at short fine leg. He picked up 2 boundaries to the left of his side, and everybody in the Bangladesh camp standing up and applauding. And why not? What an important innings this has been for Bangladesh and himself. Once again, a single from Aftab Ahmed. Has been a very, very good innings from both the players. And to come back in this manner, it is like they're making a big statement. They have come their way up, moved along to 135 for 1 in just 18.1 overs.
I think he's played very sensibly. There was a period, it was Rafiq who started it off by hitting over the top, getting runs quickly. Then Aftab took over, and when Aftab took over, Rafiq played second fiddle, and that was a good move. Got his experience into play, was quite happy giving the young man the strike. And now he knows that from this position, Bangladesh just cannot lose. So he's got to just keep cool, treat the bowling on merit, and they should romp home, clear-cut winners. Plenty of time to spare. And I said this morning at the toss, with the telecast, that's in the air, over short point, get a couple of runs. I said at that time that just because you win the toss, it doesn't mean you win the game. Just had that gut feeling today, being a day game and an early start. Just seeing the pitch that it was a lot firmer and harder. And that if you did take wickets at a regular basis, no reason why you couldn't win the game batting second. And it looks to be happening that way. 140 for 1.
Join us.
क्या हूँ लग रहे तुम लोग? डिनर के बाद क्या पिक्चर चलने का? रास्टिक नौ से 12
डायलॉग
एक कान के नीचे बजाओगे। ओए क्या है? पिक्चर की 5 टिकट क्या? चल सब डील सर। That's what प्रेशर होते हैं। इसमें डरने की क्या बात?
कैश भूल जाओ, वीजा डेबिट कार्ड चलाओ, अपने बैंक अकाउंट का पावर दिखाओ। वीजा पावर।
$140 for 1. Continuing in the commentary box, Arun Lal is with Shiv Ramakrishnan.
Thanks, Ravi. Well, Bangladesh are now on a canter. They've just engineered one of the greatest turnarounds in modern cricketing history. 2-0 down, then getting it back to 2-all, and now well placed to take the series. It wasn't easy chasing in this series, all 4 results having gone to the side batting first. But today they've approached it differently. They've come out firing. They've just not allowed any pressure to develop. They've taken their chances, maybe a few risks. But when this man was hitting, really it didn't look like he was taking any risks. Wonderful prospect, Aftab Ahmed. An all-round cricketer. He's young. And I can't help feeling excited about his prospects in the future.
Yes, bro. He's batting on 71. Good opportunity for him to get 100.
Not out. Just one run from that would say over. 141 for one Bangladesh.
Center for action.
Center for you.
Center for story. Center for me.
It's back to cricket.
Center for cricket. Center for review. Center for hero. Welcome back to Sports Center India. Center for sports.
The new centre for the best sporting action from around the globe. Sports Centre, weekdays on ESPN.
Sports Center is presented by Pepsi. ये प्यास है बढ़ी. With Ford Fusion, anything करेगा.
Really, they've changed gears. They came in, attacked the bowling, got away with it, and now they've settled down, both of them. This was the last ball of the previous over.
There's a bit of inside edge, good stride out. Bit of excitement from Mutsia. No chance really.
That's all they need to do now. That's all they required. The required run rate is less than 2 and over. Just playing into gaps. You've done all the hard work. It's time to cream the attack now. 104 the asking for Aftab Ahmed. But Rafiq plays in his own inimitable style, and that's 4. There's no stopping him. Wonderful footwork, inside-out shot, playing with the turn. Beautifully played. And now the crowd is getting blasé about these hits to the boundary.
There's only one way that Rafiq knows, is to attack the bowling. Good improvisation, just going towards the leg side, still for a little bit of it. This time again he's going over the top. Gone, and it's gone, and it's gone. He is a big hitter of the cricket ball.
Slightly horizontal bat, it wasn't a straight batted shot, but look at the result. Hit straight over the bowler's head. Wonderful hit. 150 over comes up. Carries on and he's been put down. Nothing going right for the Zimbabweans. Nothing at all. Definitely not for Chigumbura. Straight into his hands and out. It was hit hard.
Very hard indeed. And that was the last thing he was expecting. A catch in the inner circle because everything was disappearing out.
Get one. But really that should have been taken. They're in the over, 13 off it. Bangladesh racing to the target. 154 for 1.
प्रोड्यूसर साहब.
Oh, producer साहब.
अपना टैलेंट दिखा दे जावेद. माँ, मैं तुम्हें कब से ढूंढ रहा हूँ माँ. माँ.
ओके ओके. मेरी लाइफ में 2 ही चीजें इंपॉर्टेंट हैं. एक है माँ, दूसरी है सिनेमा. पापा जी सुन रहे हो?
प्रोड्यूसर साहब
प्लीज कैश भूल जाओ, वीजा डेबिट कार्ड चलाओ, अपने बैंक अकाउंट का पावर दिखाओ.
वीजा पावर.
21 overs, 154 for 1. 7.33 the scoring rate. They need less than 1, in fact 1.55. And we've been discussing pressure of chasing. This is the boundary, wonderful footwork, playing inside out, followed it up by this magnificent hit for 6. And then the 120 over.
Also making sure that he has enough strike now. Over Rafiq, and he strikes them a long way. Good, exciting cricketer, both with the bat and ball.
Aftab 72. He needs 28 for his 100. I don't think Rafiq is really going to give him much of an opportunity. 43 to go. only one other batsman for Bangladesh who's got 100 in one days. Mehrab Hussain, if I'm correct, 101 against Zimbabwe in 1999. But Rafiq is also closed in on Aftab. He's 69. Which one of them is going to get to that 100, if at all?
Good strike rates as well. Mohammad Rafiq going at 117, 7 fours and 4 sixes. Aftab strike rate of 116, 10 fours and 2 sixes. Shot Mehrab Hussain, the only centurion for Bangladesh. Even that 100 coming against Zimbabwe.
Yes, just the one centurion there. Mehrab Hussain. Shahryar Hussain came very close. 95, he got. Alok Kapari, 89 not out. Javed Belem, 85 not out. Rajan Saleh, 77. Adar Ali Khan, one of our friendly commentators, 78 not out. Well, that's over for the moment. 157 for 1.
What a good answer. That is absolutely sensational. What an answer!
The ESPN School Quiz is back with even greater prizes. The ESPN School Quiz 2005. Check out the registration dates in your cities.
The ESPN School Quiz is presented by Alphalebe Lollipop, जिसके साथ एक Pokemon card free. लगे रहो in association with Adidas. Impossible is nothing.
So just an air of expectation now. They are happy. At lunchtime, it was, will they be able to do it? It's doable. 200 they should do, but they've been known to succumb. Nowadays, I'm sure. Which over will they achieve it? 28 overs to go. 1.5 runs and over. Bowling change. That's one of the sponsors, Pan Pacific, the hotel we are staying in. I say we've been very well looked after on this trip in Bangladesh. From all counts, from the hospitality, from the service, from the people, and of course not to miss Tanveer. All of us have had a whale of a time. We've made to feel at home. This is really a home away from home for all of us. Tanveer Ahmed, the man who's looked after us. Shigemura back into the act. 24 runs of 1 over. He's back. The dot ball. Where is Tanveer? And there he is. He's the man all of us are in love with. He's looked after us well. He's been a good friend. Very efficient man. There he is. Tanveer Ahmed. Thank you, Tanveer. Has been flicked onto the onside. Just one. Rafiq into the 70s. 71. Partnership of 147 and 119. And really, this was supposed to be the crunch game. Tanveer Ahmed as happy as everybody else. He's being needled by everybody. They all love him here. A very, very smart Tanveer Ahmed, suited and booted. A wonderful tie. This is the decider, Shiva. From any angle, do you think there was pressure on Bangladesh?
I certainly think there was a lot of pressure on Bangladesh, being the host nation. They were expected to win, and we've seen the first 4 games. The toss being very crucial. The side that won the toss decided to bat first and they won the game. Today, there was the hushed silence as he did the toss. Captain Taibu won the toss. I think not too many people in the crowd believed that Bangladesh would be able to bowl well and bat well and win the game. But here we are, changing around the situation.
Well, lots of fans here. There's an anticipation in the air about a historic series win. Today is ours. Cricket. We've made lots of friends, but Ravi's made one exceptional friend. There's a mutual acceptance about these two. Mutual admiration society. Ravi Shastri and Tanvir Ahmed. That's sign language for you.
But one thing is for sure, whether we miss Tanvir or not, he is going to miss the cameras.
Yes, indeed. Just 2 runs off the over. 23 gone, 159 for 1.
प्रोड्यूसर साहब,
प्रोड्यूसर साहब,
अपना टैलेंट दिखा दे जावेद। माँ, मैं तुम्हें कब से ढूंढ रहा हूँ माँ। माँ,
क्यों प्लीज? ओके ओके, मेरी लाइफ में 2 ही चीजें इंपॉर्टेंट हैं, एक है माँ, दूसरी है सिनेमा। पापा जी सुन रहे हो?
प्रोड्यूसर साहब, प्लीज।
कैश भूल जाओ, वीजा डेबिट कार्ड चलाओ, अपने बैंक अकाउंट का पावर दिखाओ।
वीजा पावर।
Well, there's lots of color on the ground today. Lots of support. He's hiding now. He's almost embarrassed, Tanvir.
What that boy? What
Two
that?
phones there. One of them is surely his girlfriend.
Since he doesn't have any girlfriends, he's the most eligible bachelor in Dhaka. And now that he's in demand, he's been on television once too often. In fact, I saw a Chinese lady who doesn't know anything about cricket say good morning to him at breakfast.
Well, in all that fun and games, there is another game going on, and Bangladesh are wrapping it up in style. Really not taking any chances now. Knocked up. 149 for the partnership and 126. This is emphatic. Playing it in the air, but gaps is what Rafiq finds almost magically. And that brings on the 150-run partnership between these two in just 127 deliveries.
There's been good contribution from both batsmen. Rafiq getting 70 of those, 56 balls, and Aftab 75 and 71. Rafiq's strike rate is better than Aftab. Strikes rates together, 106 for Aftab, 114. It's been terrific going right through this innings. No looking back.
This incidentally is the best second wicket partnership for Bangladesh in one-day internationals. Also the second best ever for any wicket. 170 is the best between Mehrab Hussain and Shahryar Hussain. That was incidentally the time when Mehrab got his 100. So they're still a distance away. Utsaya keeping it tight, but it's wickets that they need. They're not getting them at the moment. 24 gone, 161 for 1.
Football's most fashionable player moved there. England's most prized striker transferred there. This season, it's time you found out why they want to say, Ole! Spanish football on Star Sports.
Spanish Football League is co-presented by Samsung X600, camera phone with integrated flash. And Pepsi, ye प्यास है बड़ी.
161 in just 24 overs. Aftab 75, Rafiq 72. Goes for the pull, doesn't quite middle it, just getting the bottom of the bat, in fact the toe end of it. Just 37 runs to get Shiva. Wouldn't you think that they'd be wanting wickets, attacking a lot more? Because they're not going to contain them now.
Certainly not. Just 4 men inside the ring is quite surprising. Mohammad Rafiq is looking to blast. He loves to hit straight down the ground. Just start to wonder what's happening. Just 4 men inside the ring. No men in catching position. Terrible situation to be in as the fielding side. Just 38 required to win in the 25th over, 9 wickets in hand. But you've got to try and do something, get somebody in catching. Need a bowling change, bring the faster bowlers.
That is in the air. Surely this has got to be the end of Rafiq. And it's taken. That was well taken. Utsaya under it. Now these look easy, but there's an eternity between the time the ball is played and the time that you take the catch actually. And you have a lot of time to build pressure in your own mind. But not on that occasion. Utsaya doesn't falter. Rafiq goes for a well-made 72. And Zimbabwe have a breakthrough.
Standing ovation for Mohamed Rafiq. And what a match he's had. Bowled exceptionally well. Set up the order opening. Rajan Saleh not playing this game, and he's done wonderfully well in the opportunity that he's got. Once again, trying the big hit into the shot a little too early, toe end of the bat, was in the air for a long time, and would say I think it in the second attempt. A very good catch lead. But finally, they broke it through. Bangladesh 161 for 2.
Drums by Sivamani. Hair by New Clinic All Clear Total Shampoo with Vita Ace, जो डैंड्रफ हटाने के साथ साथ दे कमाल के बाद।
डैंड्रफ वो क्या होता है? मुझसे पूछ रहे हो?
Clinic All Clear एक शैम्पू टोटल देखभाल, और अब टोटल देखभाल सिर्फ ₹2 में। Clinic All Clear ₹2 का सैशे।
For a deeper insight into the up-and-coming Premiership matches, take a peek at EPL Preview, Friday on ESPN. This Barclays English Premier League broadcast on ESPN Star Sports is brought to you by Nokia.
Hi, I'm Habibul Basha. My age is 31. And I'm right-handed top-order batsman.
Skip out in the middle. An outstanding partnership came to an end, and Habibul Basha, well, he'll be quite happy to be in the middle. He'd like to be there unbeaten when this side achieves the winning run. A very talented player. The reason why he's here is because Mohamed Rafiq again going for his favourite area, the mid-wicket. Good catch in the end. Difficult one to judge. Bright skies here in Dhaka. Went up a long way. Keeping good control. Eyes on the ball all the time. Didn't panic the moment he fumbled. In the end, complete control. What's there? Find me a wicket for me.
Bit late. It's a wicket laden. 161 for 2.
It proved to be anyone's game when England and South Africa took each other on for the Test series. They will meet again in the next one-day internationals. The Standard Bank One-Day International Series. South Africa versus England. Second ODI. Wednesday, live on ESPN.
This cricket broadcast is brought to you by Pepsi. ये प्यास है बड़ी. In association with Naya Air Action Center Fresh. क्या सांस खुली, क्या हवा चली.
That's what they're playing for, the City Cell on the international series. Zimbabwe, Bangladesh. Zimbabwe got up to a great start, 2-0 in the first 2 games. Bangladesh came back very strongly and should have gone.
Yeah, bro!
Into this decider. Or even Stevens, both sides evenly matched.
Totally blown Zimbabwe out the water here, Bangladesh. And thanks largely to, first of all, a good bowling performance. I thought that the seamers were important in that they had to make sure Zimbabwe didn't get away to a very good start. Early wickets were important for Bangladesh. They didn't get them. Then what they also did well is they made sure the Zimbabweans didn't just score very freely and go at 5 or 6 to the over. Then the follow-up. Because of the selection, you knew that it was always going to be important how the left-arm spinners performed. And they came into this game and did wonderfully well. three of them together. 30 overs, 94 runs and 5 wickets. Fabulous work. Just what the doctor ordered if you're Bangladeshi. 26 gone, 161 for 2.
Centre for action.
Centre for you.
Centre for stories. Centre for me.
It's back to cricket.
Centre for cricket. Centre for movies. Centre for heroes. Welcome back to Sports Centre India. For news. Centre for sports.
The new centre for the best sporting action from around the globe. Sports Centre, weekdays on ESPN.
Sports Center is presented by Pepsi. ये प्यास है बढ़ी. With Ford Fusion, anything करेगा.
Aftab on strike, he's batting on 75. The VIP enclosure. President Box will be very, very happy. The administrators, the cricket-loving public, the supporters. And even a bigger bonus. Today is Hartal. Everything is closed. The holiday. Full crowd in. And it's been a remarkable game. Great batting by the Bangladeshis.
Throughout the series, it really has been win the toss, win the game. Just because the team batting first has managed to get to about 220, 230. That is always going to be a difficult chase, because you know you have to bat your 50 overs to get it. And also because the bowling has been quite good to start with from both teams. Both teams being branded teams that come under pressure. Maybe one could say that the Zimbabweans were very much under pressure and the Bangladeshis rose to the pressure. This being a crunch game, all that will be analysed by both coaching staffs, try and improve for whatever games they have next. Shout to catch it, and it's gone in the gap. It's Habibul Basha. He's got a boundary. He's just tried to flick that onto the onside. Luckily for him, it hasn't gone to a fielder.
Certainly was very fortunate. Always is difficult for a new batsman in on a slow pitch. Was in the air. But luckily for Habibul Basha, it was in the gap as well. As we mentioned, very fast outfield. Boundary to get off the mark. Looking for the single, could be tight. On for the strike of them. Opportunity to run. Take it as well. Direct hit, you never know.
It's a very long 2 runs. A bit of hesitation here from Basha. And they set off. Spanda goes for the direct hit. Wasn't going to get him out even though he had hit.
.27 gone, 168 for 2.
It proved to be anyone's game when England and South Africa took each other onto the Test series. They will meet again in the next one-day internationals. The Standard Bank One-Day International Series, South Africa versus England, second ODI, Wednesday, live on ESPN.
This cricket broadcast is brought to you by Pepsi. Ye Pyas Hai Badi, in association with the new LG Flatron palette with golden eye and 2000 watts of pure sound.
31 required. Let's say the bowler Aftab will easily pick up the single. What a partnership that was. 150 between Rafiq and Aftab. Stunned everybody, demoralized the Zimbabweans. He's had a fantastic match, Aftab.
Zimbabweans, having got 200, really had to get wickets. That would have been their only saving grace. Will be a single. I think about 2. Decide against it. But once Zimbabwe were 198, they needed to get wickets and they couldn't. They got 1, and then look at that partnership for the second wicket. Not just stuffing right up the Zimbabweans.
Not looking for the second. That's a canary in the deep. It's a good fielder. Has to cover quite a bit of ground. A bit of fumble. The batsman not hurrying with the first one. Just the single.
They really aren't taking any risks at all. The pressure has been let off, and by that partnership.
Missed an edge. 6.8, 6.8, but look at middle. Taken their chances, both Aftab and Rafiq. Middle and edge, the same. 6.8%, but look at the middle, 93.2. Right looking at it. Nadeem Ghauri's called for the third umpire. But I think he was saved.
With the way the day has gone, it would be no surprise if he was saved. Gone well here, Bangladesh, and I said they weren't taking any risks. It just didn't seem like they're going for the single up top. But he might just have made his ground. He has. Normally has to be a direct hit. When it's not, the time that it takes from when the keeper gets the ball in his gloves to the time he breaks the stumps is quite a long time and a lot of ground to make up. There's the green light, confirmation that Aftab is not out. He's made his ground, much to the delight of the crowd. Would be so good for his confidence and for the Bangladesh team if he played out the innings and was there at the end, because he came out firing, trying to get runs off every ball, trying to smash balls to the boundary, but has managed to actually slow down and bat quite slowly. That's a beautiful shot. The field is up. It's gone for 4. Inching ever closer to that series win. Habibul Basha is there to lead them to it.
If you're technically inclined, this is a treat to watch. Real visual beauty, minimum of effort, good result. A wonderful batsman, nicely balanced, just an extension of defense. Small gap that he had to pick, and a bit off man and cover. Placement, very good indeed. We're discussing the partnership of 150. Not much you can do as a bowler, because you're bowling within the first 15 overs, just 2 men outside the ring. 2 batsmen and great touch. Should be leg buys. Nadeem Ghauri, the umpire. Confirmation of that. But look at this amount of middle, 93.2 for Aftab and 91.5. Nothing much you can do if you middle so many deliveries, and you're clearing the infield by quite a distance. Strike rate of 113.6, that partnership, just to get away. This is something that the team management for Bangladesh team will be happy with Aftab. He's played himself nicely in. He's batting on 78. Played the big shots early when it was required. Now what more? He'll be very happy. He realizes a lot of young potential in the age group of 20 to 22, this team. That potential needs to translate into performance. We'll come back to that. It's 177 for 2.
Center for action.
Center for you.
Center for story. Center for me.
It's back to cricket.
Center for cricket. Center for review. Center for heroes. Welcome back to Sports Center India, the new center for sports.
The new centre for the best sporting action from around the globe. Sports Centre, weekdays on ESPN.
Sports Center is presented by Pepsi, ye pyas hai badi. In association with ICICI Bank, Amtana.
22 required. Utsia will continue. It's 8th over. Oh! It's been quite economical. Crossed over there.
Bro! Quite close to the leg stump this.
Yes, bro! Yes, bro!
Chandler Taibu and Hamilton Masakadza just having a chuckle to themselves.
Milking his way to the singles. It's an area where he's got to work on. He played some great shots early in the innings. He wants to remain unbeaten. That's how you'll get your hundreds.
This is the first ball of the over. Have a look at Habibul Basha react there. He reacted really quickly. Tatenda Taibu and Hamilton Masakadza had a chuckle amongst themselves. That's a good shot. It's going to the boundary. Won't get there. They'll have to run 3. They do run 3, but what I was talking about, that little bit of reaction by Basha. Have a look at him react and put his foot back in, and Tatenda Taibu behind him is having a good chuckle because he got him out with a very quick leg side stumping in the last game, and Basha was very awake to it then.
Just a single, there's a man in the deep. Certainly that was a great effort. The stumping, Tatenda Taibu. It was of Douglas Hondo. Last game. Look at how quick he was. Up and a flash, the base went off. A tight decision, wide call. Nadeem Shah gave it out, and rightly so. But good work by the captain of Zimbabwe. Basha picks up a single to retain strike. 184 for 2.
If you just have to watch every goal scored every week, then don't miss Goals, only on ESPN.
Goals is brought to you by Nokia and Pepsi, ye pyas hai badi.
15 runs to win, and 20 overs remaining, making it quite easily, and support from everywhere.
Even from Shilpa's bank. The flag is flying high. And why not? Because they've got 4 more. They're ever closer to that 199 that they need. Just 11 runs away, and just Bangladesh flags waving all over. Even smiles in the middle between the 2 batters.
Well, 6 men inside the ring at the moment, so any amount of bat you get on, find the gap. Went at it very hard, pickish outside edge. The important thing, read in the newspapers this morning, Habibul Basha. So this is the last match that we're going to play at Bangabandhu, and I have a point to prove. I want to prove that even a side chasing can win, so I don't mind losing the toss. Even if we have to chase, I'd like to win it by chasing and prove a point.
I think it was important the way that they bowled today. Bangladesh bowled really well, and yes, you wanted to prove a point that they could chase a target and win. But you can only chase a target if you make sure that you keep the target reachable by bowling well when you bowl, if you have to bowl first. Bangladesh had to bowl first today. They bowled well. It's a clever selection as well. They know that the Zimbabweans have had trouble with the left-arm spinners from the test matches. And so they included 3 left-arm spinners in their attack, and the left-arm spinners came good.
Oh, he's a good player on the offside. This was not an easy shot to play. Hit on the up. Habibul Basha, 4th boundary for him. Captain starting to smile.
The flags flying high. People jumping up and down. Oh, kid. Oh, they let him celebrate on his own. Have a look at this, sir. It's gone for 4. Not easy to play. And it's not quite to the pitch of it. Manages to get it in the gap and evade Utea, who's at a short cover. Oh, that's close too. He's trying to finish it in style here. The last 2 shots have been a bit aerial, and both of them have evaded the fielder. Just 3 to win. 196 for 2.
Center for action.
Center for you.
Center for stories. Center for news.
It's back to cricket.
Center for cricket. Center for Navy. Center for heroes. Welcome back to Sports Center India. The new Center for sports.
The new centre for the best sporting action from around the globe. Sports Centre, weekdays on ESPN.
Sports Center is presented by Pepsi. ये प्यास है बड़ी. In association with the new LG Flatron ballot with GoldenEye and 2000 watts of pure sound.
Very happy lot there. Abdul Watmore. Namul Haq Jr. The verge of creating history again. They won the Test series. And they won the second match yesterday. This is the last one of the previous over. Just a little bit of width to free his arms. Got under it to get the elevation as well. Just cleared the man at point. Won the Test series 1-0 here, and they won the second match, the 4th ODI in this series. First ever time they won 2 consecutive one-day internationals, and here we go, a hat-trick Gomez. They also gave them the series.
And all the while, Mr. Dots goes on, bowling a few dots. I suspect that Habibul Basha will be wanting to hit a 4 to finish this. Well, he gets 1 there. 2 runs to win. The dancing can begin, barring a miracle. And what a miracle it would be if it were to turn around from here. Let me tell you, I don't think it will turn around. 198. Actually, the scores are level. It's 1 to win. There might be a great big heave from up top. No, there isn't. He wants to be not out at the end. Or he's just waiting for the right ball. It's the last ball of Otea's over. Otea has bowled well again. He really didn't try and take him on. Here we go. No run. The end of his 9. It's 198 for 2. Just 1 to win.
It proved to be anyone's game when England and South Africa took each other onto the Test series. They will meet again in the next one-day internationals. The Standard Bank One-Day International Series, South Africa versus England, 2nd ODI, Wednesday, live on ESPN.
This cricket broadcast is brought to you by Pepsi. ये प्यास है बड़ी. In association with Gillette Matri. क्रांतिकारी नया Matri Turbo ये शेविंग की दुनिया को उलट-पुलट कर रहा है.
One more required to win. The City Sail One-Day International Series 2005. The entire team out. Whole of Bangladesh will have a party tonight. Masakadza, Kala in your picture. They've enjoyed the cricket here. The Zimbabwe have had a good tour, no matter what the result will be at the end of the day. The youngest team playing international cricket had a good tour, improved with each and every outing.
There we go. Basha just looking around as to where it is that he can get this all-important run, the history-making run as far as Bangladesh are concerned. Masakadza will bowl this ball and potentially an over, but I suspect it won't take an over. That's Javed Omar Belim's wife, and Javed Omar Belim is there too.
This will be the most attacking field Masakadza has had. Everybody inside the ring. The slip.
Wait for the roar. When they get it, you just wait for the roar. Here we go again. Oh, it might just be a maiden over, you know. We'll see. Everybody's waiting expectantly. Look in that box, look in that change room. They're just waiting to jump up. And everybody in the crowd as well. Here we go. Not quite. 3 balls, no runs. Could all be an anti-climax and we get a wide to finish it. That really wouldn't do it. It's electric in here.
Good bowler, Masakadza under pressure. Just one required to win. Look at these people. Already standing. Just want to join the celebration. The barbecue started to work in front of the players' balcony. Masakadza is making them wait.
One more ball for this over. They're all waiting expectantly. Everybody is expecting it. Phones, video cameras waiting, just waiting to capture the moment. There it is. They've done it. And look at that leap for joy. Deserved as well. Look at everybody in the crowd. The change room's happy, the crowd is happy. Joy for Bangladesh. Congratulations all round. It really has been a good game for Bangladesh today. They came here knowing that they might lose the toss and knew that even if they did, it was important that they still came through. They did bowl well this morning, kept the Zimbabweans quiet, and when it was necessary and when it was all important, got wickets to stifle the Zimbabwean run rate. And then when it was time to bat, they just came out there and up top played a magnificent innings, just blew Zimbabwe away along with Mohammad Rafi. Zimbabwe really had no comeback. Whatever it was they bowled just got dispatched out the park. The spectators had come to see it. Every one-day game, they love to see boundaries, and they saw a lot of them today. Enough for 3 one-day games, I'd say. What that has done is it set up Bangladesh to get a victory. 2 down in the series, they came back, and now 3-2 to win the first one-day international series. First time they've won 3 in a row. Congratulations, Tigers, for sure. And they're making a lot of Bangladeshi people proud. That's why that flag is flying high.
Only the second time in the history of one-day international cricket this has happened. A side trading 0-2 in a 5-match series, coming back to win it. Very proud moment for Habibul Basha. He'll be remembered in Bangladesh cricket for a long, long time. Just 31 years of age. Few more years of cricket left in him. The CEO, the chairman, all the administrators out there will rejoice this moment for a long, long time. Habibul Basha was the captain, first Test match winning team, and also captain of the Bangladesh team, which has won the first ODI series. This has been a long wait for all their fans. Packed stadium here. Couldn't have asked for anything better. Bangladesh should have to say, saved their best for the last. They played some outstanding cricket today.
avoid defeat in the second, and they did that after winning the first test match. They've come here to Bangabandhu today, a crucial match, tight final. And look at that crowd. Everybody poured in to give their support, and they were not disappointed. Entertainment of the highest quality. Zimbabwean attack smashed to all parts. But they too can be proud of themselves because they've played quite well here in Bangladesh. The first test tour away from home. Came here, struggled in test match number 1, lost, made a comeback in game 2, and then won the first 2 one-day internationals. But then Bangladesh fought back. Look at that, a bit of control from the Cops. Bangladesh wins the first ODI series 3-2, and I tell you what, he had that written before the game was over. There was some prophecy from those fellows, and happiness in the crowd, joy all over Dhaka and all over Bangladesh as well. Just a recap of what happened here with Bangladesh chasing 198. Rafiq 72 of 66, smashed balls to all parts. Nafiz was out early. Zimbabwe thought they might have had a breakthrough, but then up top, 81 of 87 with Rafiq, that partnership of 150. Magnificent. Those are the partnerships, the one to speak of really, that 150 coming off just 132 balls. Magnificent work.
It's been hard work for the bowlers. Maningara picking up 1 wicket, so did Chikumbura, but everybody being expensive. Once again, Prosper Woodsmith, 9 overs, 1 made in 29 runs and no wickets. He's been the pick of the Zimbabwean bowlers right through this ODI series. Wicket at 11, made a partnership of 150, took the game away from the Zimbabweans. In the end, it was quite comfortable. Bangladesh, 202 for 2. Looking at that, 200 did not seem difficult, but Bangladesh quite easily won by 8 wickets. That's how it all started. Zimbabwe winning the toss and getting 198. Eventually, Bangladesh batting magnificently right through the innings. Crowd celebrating, team celebrating. And we'll take a short break and come back for the presentation.